Picture a cloud of water. And no, not the kind you see lazily drifting in our sky. This one's a colossal expanse of vapor, hundreds of light years wide. Now get this. This cloud holds 140 trillion times more water than all of Earth's oceans put together. Sounds like sci-fi, right? But it's real. And it's hanging out 12 billion light years away, swirling around a quasar, one of the oldest and most powerful things in the entire universe. Yep, you heard that right. The biggest, most distant stash of water ever found isn't some peaceful ocean. It's a chaotic, superheated storm of water vapor, basically clinging for dear life to a cosmic beast fueled by a monster black hole. So the big question is, how does this much water even exist, let alone stick around, in one of the universe's craziest neighborhoods? Alright, so what exactly is this ancient lighthouse our water cloud is circling? It's a quasar, and this one's called APM 08279 plus 5255. Quasars are basically the superstars of the universe, incredibly bright, powerful, and bursting with energy. At the heart of every quasar is a supermassive black hole. The one in APM 08279 plus 5255, it's about 20 billion times the mass of our sun. Yeah, billion. And this black hole isn't just sleeping, it's having a feast, munching on a surrounding disk of gas and dust. As this stuff spirals in, it gets insanely hot due to friction and gravity, making the quasar blast out unbelievable amounts of energy. We're talking APM 08279 plus 5255 shining as bright as 1,000 trillion suns. Seriously, all this intense radiation makes the area around a quasar a pretty nasty place to be. It's hard to wrap your head around just how massive this water reservoir is. Again, that's 140 trillion times the water in all of Earth's oceans. And remember, this isn't liquid water like we splash around in. It's a gigantic cloud of water vapor. This cloud stretches for hundreds of light years. Just to give you an idea, 1 light year is nearly 6 trillion miles, or about 9.5 trillion kilometers. Our own Milky Way galaxy, it has about 4,000 times less water vapor than this one system, mostly because a lot of our water is frozen solid as ice. Which leads to the burning question, how on earth does so much water vapor survive, let alone exist in such an extreme place? Quasars are like cosmic blowtorches, blasting their surroundings with X-rays and infrared radiation. You'd naturally think all that energy would just tear fragile water molecules apart. But surprise, this water cloud isn't just surviving, it's actually pretty warm for deep space, around minus 63 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 53 Celsius. Now that sounds freezing to us, but it's way warmer than your average spot in a galaxy. The gas there is also much denser, about 10 to 100 times denser than what you'd find in galaxies like our Milky Way. It looks like the quasar's intense radiation, instead of destroying the water, is actually what keeps it as vapor. It bathes the gas, keeping it warm and dense. So how did astronomers find this incredible water cloud? They used powerful telescopes, including some serious gear in Hawaii and the French Alps. They weren't just peering through optical lenses though, they were tuning into specific radio and submillimeter wavelengths, the kind that water molecules like to broadcast. And here's something truly mind-bending. Because this quasar, APM 08279 plus 5255, is over 12 billion light years away. We're seeing it as it was when the universe was just a baby, only about 1.6 billion years after the Big Bang. Finding this much water so early in the universe's life is a pretty big deal. It suggests that water, a crucial ingredient for life as we understand it, was around even when the universe was in its toddler phase. This really shakes up older ideas that complex molecules like water couldn't form until much later in cosmic history. This giant water cloud isn't just some weird cosmic oddity. It's a crucial clue for understanding the early universe. Water vapor is a great detective in these situations. It helps scientists figure out the temperature, density, and overall conditions around the quasar. It gives us a peek into how the very first galaxies and their supermassive black holes got started and grew. Having so much gas, including water and other stuff like carbon monoxide, means there was plenty of raw material available. Enough to feed that hungry black hole, or even to kickstart the birth of new stars. In fact, scientists think there's enough gas there for the black hole to potentially swell up to 6 times its current size. Imagine that. It's discoveries like this that totally change how we see the universe, isn't it? If you love exploring the universe's biggest mysteries and want to catch more mind-blowing astronomy stories like this one, why not leave a comment and hit that subscribe button? And hey, a thumbs up would be amazing too. So, there you have it. The universe's biggest known ocean isn't actually on a planet. It's a mind-bogglingly huge cloud of water vapor, 140 trillion times the water in all our oceans, orbiting an ancient, incredibly powerful quasar. This amazing find shows us that water has been a key player in the cosmos right from the early days, shaping how galaxies and those giant black holes at their centers came to be. It's a pretty awesome reminder, isn't it? That even in the most extreme and far-flung parts of the universe, the basic ingredients for places like Earth are out there, and in huge amounts. It really makes you want to keep looking up and wondering what other cosmic secrets are waiting to be found.